Welcome to the Purity Pulse podcast, your go-to podcast for the natural health industry and everything Purity Life. I'm Erin Macklin.
And I'm Julie Drapeau.
Today we're going to have a special interview with Julie and Better Beings.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go through our regular weekly check-ins and then we'll do some new to Purity Life. So you've just been to Utah to see Better Being.
Yes. And again, just to refresh people's memory, because not everybody knows Better Beings as the top name.
Yeah.
They did own 67 brands, where now they have 18 and they focus on. And at Purity Life, we distribute for them Heritage Store. We have Solar Ray, but they're about to transition maybe out of Canada now, but we still have them now. Life Flow and also Terranim. And yes, I had the chance to visit them in Utah, and I was impressed, Erin, because they have one of their head offices in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
It's a state-of-the-art building. It's like you're entering in a very beautiful setup where they changed everything to make it like an open space working environment, which was very cool. They have meeting rooms that have the name of different mountain that you can hike in Utah.
Oh, neat.
So very cool. But where I was really impressed is their facility where they create products.
So production facilities.
Absolutely. And it was funny because the gentleman that gave us the tour was so passionate.
Oh, yeah?
He was so passionate. And then we walked into where all the researcher, because they're really creating their products right there. And they were explaining all the machines and the testings. And it was very cool because we've had Heritage Store for years.
Yes.
And now we're the exclusive distributor in Canada.
Yeah.
But we had those brands for years, but I never had the chance to really connect. And as you know, in this industry, it's awesome to see where the products are coming from. And after visiting their facility, it's A1.
Yeah.
It's state of the art.
Yeah.
The people are very nice, very supportive.
Yeah.
So that was a great experience. And then I got the chance to peek, on the side, and I saw that they had a planogram center. You know how we like to do planograms?
Yep.
And I said, can we visit this? And I've discovered products that we don't have in Canada yet within Heritage Store.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if we can bring them in
to
Canada, so stay tuned, everybody, because
we love new products.
And trust me, this is amazing.
Excellent.
So looking forward to that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Any other big highlights from Utah? You didn't get too much free time, eh?
No, but I escaped to do CrossFit very early before our tour. So that was nice. But definitely Utah for people who love hiking and outdoors, anything like biking, running. Food is great. And if winter you like skiing, that's definitely a beautiful place.
Yeah.
So definitely looking forward to go back. Yeah. What about you? Summertime?
Yeah, we're coming to a close now,
Yes.
We're just about the end of the summer. So just trying to take
Wrapping up.
advantage of every last minute. Get,
Yes.
whatever time off or weekends are left and get outside and get the kids busy. They're antsy. You can tell it's the end of the summer because they've been, just the two of them have been together. You can really only put kids together for so long before they really start going at it. And we're at the point where I'm like, okay, let's get them back into their own classrooms and they can pester other people than just their brother. So,
so there's a good, we're going back to school and everybody's going to have their alone time.
Yeah. Looking forward to get back to a schedule and some time. Get everybody prioritizing their own thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, let's get into the interview that was very interesting with Lindsay, the Vice President of Marketing. So she has quite a bit to say about the brand and the whole story of the company. So
can't wait to hear it.
Yes.
I have the pleasure today to be in Park City in Utah with Lindsay Ostenson. She is the VP of Marketing at Better Beings. And they have many brands in their portfolio. And one of them that we have at Purity Life is Heritage Store. But before we dig into the brand and how it came about and the fantastic story about it, tell us a little bit about yourself, because I creeped a little bit on your LinkedIn and you have a wealth of different work that you've done until today. So tell us a little bit about your background and how you came about the natural health industry.
Yep. So I kind of fell into the health and wellness industry straight out of college. Yeah. Have worked at a variety of diet programs, vitamin air places, and just different places. I've been definitely married to the health and wellness part of it and embraced that as part of my own lifestyle, and was really excited to come here in about June of 2020 and take on a different platform of wellness brands here.
Yeah, because Better Beings has many brands, such as you have, of course, Heritage Store, Solaré,
right. Cal, Zao, Nutrition, Dynamic Health. So a whole wonderful set of brands.
So you're the VP of marketing of all those brands?
All of them except for Solaré.
Okay.
So we split the business kind of almost 50-50 that way.
So that's super exciting because that brings you into different categories. Because with Heritage, you have the castor oil, you have the beauty segment, where Solaré, there's you don't oversee that portion, but there's supplements on that side. But with the Zoo, there's, you have, I saw that we had like creatine, the hydration gummies and all those products. So you have some of sports nutrition as well.
Yes.
So do you have a little preferences, or it gives you variety and entertainment?
I use products from all the different brands.
Yeah.
I would say it definitely has opened up my eyes to trying different things and really experimenting with different things.
Yeah.
The rose water has been a great addition to my regimen, and definitely something that I keep handy and my daughter keeps stealing from me.
I bet.
And then within Cal, which is really heavy in minerals, is kind of the magnesium, which we've seen a huge trend in.
Absolutely.
And then Zao is really, the sports nutrition really shines through there with the creatine gummies and coming out with a lot of new gummies there.
Yeah.
So really exciting superfoods over there.
Yeah.
And really for the people who are newer to the segment.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you seen in the US, as we've seen in Canada, there's that big growth of sports nutrition in demand. So you've experienced the same thing too?
Yes, a huge growth in sports nutrition, really coming out of COVID, where people started going back to the gym and going back and getting healthy again.
Yeah.
People are coming back to sports nutrition, where weight loss or losing weight, gaining muscle is really what people are after to stay healthier longer. So yeah, it's been a really exciting journey.
I can see that you're very passionate. I talk about sports nutrition for years, but let's get into Heritage Store, because the brand has been, going on since 1969.
Yes.
And there's a huge story, like history behind that. Can you talk to us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's an amazing story. So Heritage Store was founded in 1969 by Tom Johnson, and he left the corporate world to really embrace his kind of more holistic side. He got tired, wanted to do something that was more fun and just more in touch with himself. So he opened a holistic wellness store in Virginia Beach, and really brought in a community of people looking for like good vibes and kind of really that mind and body connection and that soul to skin beauty.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because most of these beauty brands start like from somebody else. This started from a store. Like this was not out of a garage. It started with a store, where most stories go the other way.
Yeah, so that was the name of the store, right?
Yes,
because
Heritage Store.
I was on the plane yesterday looking at information, and that's what I saw. I saw the storefront actually, and I was like, oh, okay, that was the name of the store.
Yeah,
that's where it all came about, and it was very fascinating, the connection with that mind and body connection. So there's very something special about the brand because of that too, right? So that's thank you for bringing that up. What role did Edgar Cayce, often referred as the father of holistic medicine, has played in the development of the brand?
Yeah, so Tom was inspired by his books. That really inspired him to kind of really take a step back. And that's why he left his corporate life, to really embrace that kind of that piece of it. And really that's where some of the best-selling products were inspired from, was the castor oil, the rose water came from the learnings that he got from his books.
Oh, wow. That's a huge shift for his life. Like when you look at, going from very corporate to going into, the mind-body connection, which we see this in the industry, but for a brand that is, from so far, 1969, I mean, it was really a pioneer.
Yes,
absolutely. That's amazing. So Heritage Store is famous for his rose water products, and it's kind of a staple. What other product that make up the brand that you would say that right now are really the highlight of the brand?
The highlight, a big one, is the castor oil, which you have here today, which is amazing. Castor oil is, I would say, we have the top 2 SKUs in the natural channel right now in the US, which is amazing. It's the black castor and the organic castor. Yeah. And this is a product that's been used for over 3,500 years, starting back with the Egyptians, and Cleopatra was using it to whiten her eyes. Not that we recommend that, but that's what she used it for.
Yeah, well, might not try that tonight.
Yeah. And it was found in the tombs back then and was really used as medicinal purposes, which is where the castor packs came from.
That's what I remember. Yeah, when I did my nutrition courses, that was the castor oil pack. That was the thing back in time, and it still exists.
It still exists. Yes, we sell the castor flannels with that, and so it's a very popular item still 50 years today. Yeah. 50 years from then, which is amazing to see the longevity of that, which just proves that it is a well-respected kind of use for like skin. But we're also finding new uses for it, which is like eyelashes and eyebrows and hair care. Yes. We have some exciting stuff coming up for that. Oh, so
that's big. That's a big trend.
Yes.
Yeah. When you look at the castor oil, and that's a good thing with a brand like that, is for stores that do have the product, there's that longevity, because it's not a trend. It's not because Kim Kardashian talked about it one night and it becomes a success and then it fades away. That has been a long-lasting product for its usage. But now you apply it at different, trendy things. Like, lashes extension, more lashes and more eyebrows and more of this. So that's definitely a product that, as you're saying, and there's maybe surprises coming. So
it's an exciting product. So we're figuring out what else can we do with it. And continuing with that. And having a very respected brand in that, there's not a lot of brands that do the castor oil in the way we do it, which is cold pressed, which means it doesn't damage any of the special properties of the oil.
Yeah. If we think about oil that would be over heated, then the property are not as good anymore. Diminished. And that can, diminished. And then you don't have the same type of results. So is that that is one of the most prevalent differentiation point from other brands?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes. And that it's all tested. And that we make sure a lot of it you'll see in glass. So we do have some in plastic, but people tend to prefer the ones in glass.
I like the glass. There's something psychologically, right, that makes you feel, right?
Yeah, it's very apothecary-esque.
Yes, exactly. The old timers, we like that. And what about, because a couple of years ago, you've done, I would say, a facelift to the brand.
Yes.
And with all the face care product. And we've seen a lot of interest, definitely. The market has, opened a brand new shelf space for you guys on that. So what would be the highlight of that category? And have you seen the same kind of momentum in the US as well?
Yeah. So we refreshed the packaging. Yeah. We just wanted to bring that kind of the essence of the brand to the front. Yeah. And it really opened up the category to a lot of new users.
Absolutely.
So a lot of younger users, you'll see it used across many TikToks, including celebrities, which we didn't really see as much before, but now it's been made more mainstream, I would say.
Yeah.
It's picked up by a lot of celebrity stylists and those kind of things. So you'll see it in the background of some pictures, which is awesome and always exciting to see. And really just brought it to be more a today's product. It still has the heritage and the legacy and still has the same properties as what it had back then. But it's more appealing to today's consumer, especially when we're kind of moving more towards clean beauty. Heritage Store is the original OG of clean beauty.
Yes.
And they didn't do it just because it was cool. They did it because it mattered.
That was the essence.
Yes.
Yeah. That was the essence of the brand. So that's fantastic.
So we're excited to kind of bring that to our consumers today. And they love learning the story of it and how it came to be. I think that's such an impressive part of the brand, and to know that we've been making this for over 50 years and it's still just as relevant today as it was then.
Yeah, it's very important. And that's why, we're very thankful that you're taking the time today, that you're very busy with the events happening here. But we really wanted to share the story in Canada because, again, there's a lot of people that take a product but they don't know the behind the story. Yeah, exactly. The story. And this story is so fantastic that I think it's going to bring even more people to the category, to the brand, right?
Absolutely.
So how do you stay on trends? I heard you saying something about lashes or something about around that line, but how do you, as a VP of marketing, you're looking what's on the market, but at the same time you want to keep in line with the story and the origin, the essence. Yeah, exactly.
So we do a lot of listening to our consumers. Okay. We do a lot of surveys with our consumers, find out what they are using the products for, how they're using it, what they're looking for. Yeah. They provide a lot of feedback to us, which is great. We take that oftentimes and kind of try to make something with our suppliers to do that. And then we're listening on TikTok, seeing how people are using it there. It's a huge trend, especially for this demographic. Yeah. And the beauty space is just exploding.
It is.
So we look at how it's being searched, how it's being used. A lot of people are taking castor oil and putting it in their belly button for the digestive benefits. We can't say that, but that's what people use it for.
If it works, that's awesome.
Exactly. Like if you like it, you can do it. So it's just amazing to see the different ways people use the products. And that's really what's inspiring some of our new products that are coming to market with the castor oil.
I think it's the right way to go. I mean, you have to listen to, what people say, because we see a lot of brands that will put up new products, but it's by quick trends, right?
Yes.
And as you say, that like the longevity is not there. And for retailers, it's not that sustainable either. No. And then you have the consumer at the other end that is getting into a skincare regimen and then it disappears because there's no more sales and then they have to start again. So it's a very smart way, and definitely TikTok. I mean, we can't, I start seeing so much more now, even dermatologists that are speaking about natural product and what should be used. We were at a conference, I think last year in the US too, and they were cautioning people because there's a lot also of people on TikTok that would say, I use it for this and then it's not for that. But that's good to get more knowledge on where people, where want to see the brand, and that makes a lot of good publicity and advertisement too. So that's very cool.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anything special that you would like to say about the brand? That we talked about the fact that it started as a store in Virginia. Any cool,
tidbits?
Yeah, tidbits, yes.
Yes. So actually in that store, they had a 900-pound crystal that was imported from Arizona that was supposed to help with the good vibrations of the store.
Oh, wow.
In addition to that, they did aura readings as well as psychic hotline. Wow. So, which we thought was such a...
I have chills. Yeah. Very interesting. I love that.
Which we thought is just a super cool thing to know about, like the roots of where it came from and just how it evolved and came together. Yeah. So
where's that rock now? Does that disappear?
I don't know where the 900-pound rock is.
Maybe it's broken down in the product somewhere for that good energy.
Yes, we do have the quartz crystals in the Aura Glow line, which is a respect to kind of the background of the brand and where it came from.
Yeah, and finally, where do you see the brand going more into developing into more of that face care category or just other categories within the brand? Yeah,
so we're going to be launching some specialty castor oils this fall, which we're super excited about. And then we're going to be expanding into body care and lip care. Those are two of the categories that our consumers have asked for the most.
Absolutely.
So we're really excited to get those on deck to come down the pipe.
Yeah, I can't wait because, lips are the other area that people are definitely putting a lot, investing a lot.
Yes, it is
for young look. Yeah, exactly.
Very popular.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Lindsay. This was fantastic. I think we all learned more about the brand and I would say the aura that there's around it, and looking forward to bring back the information to Canada and share with all of our retailers. So thank you so much for your time.
Of course. Really thank you so much for having me.
All right, let's get to some new to Purity Life. And for this new to Purity Life, we have our own guest. We've got Cierra. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Hello. So tell us a little bit about who you are.
Yes. Well, I'm also new to Purity Life. I am a category specialist, and I'm handling all things personal and body care. So Heritage Store being one of those brands.
Awesome. Yeah. And we ask you to come so you can give us a little bit of a refresher on the trends and the products, because we've had Heritage for many years, and we were talking earlier that, brands, trends go up and down, and down, but castor oil is absolutely one of the key product within that brand.
Yes.
And I know you've done a bunch of research and cool stuff for us, so we'll pass it on to you. And
absolutely. Well, thank you.
Educate us.
Yeah. So before coming to Purity Life, I'm a certified holistic nutritionist. So working in clinical practice, castor oil was definitely a very big trend.
Right.
Where we see it, I think, a lot in Purity Life is as like a hair, skin, and nails and all the benefits that it has there, but it's actually very therapeutic. So helping deal with a lot of conditions, most commonly like relieving constipation. So how you would do that, Heritage Store has wool, flannel wool cloths.
Yep.
And you would apply your castor oil onto that, put it over your liver area, and put a heating pack over there and really help it. You can keep it on for hours. You can keep it on overnight, but it really helps to detoxify the liver and support detoxification. So that's one thing. I mean, it's used for so many different things.
Forever, right? Yeah.
Forever. And this is something that if, I went back and I've had conversations with my aunts and, they used to use it, my mother-in-law. Yeah. So it's definitely a really popular trend that just kind of resurfaced with all of the social media.
And that was one, I would say, when we talk about the Heritage Store, that's the main product. But a couple of years ago, they came out with like a new look and for their more face care and product. And for those who are watching, we have kind of the old and the new packaging here. But talk to us a little bit about more of the face care.
So their Rosewater skincare line is really interesting, actually. If you follow skincare, a lot of things that are popular right now is like non-comedogenic skincare. Yeah. So basically things that are not going to pour your clogs. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pour your clogs, clog your pores. So the great thing about Heritage Store is that they use minimal ingredients. Yeah. So if you are to put their ingredients into like a skincare organizer, or like ingredient checker, it'll tell you that a lot of their products are non-comedogenic, which is really great.
Excellent.
And rosewater is actually antibacterial, so it's really great at cleansing the skin and just taking off bacteria,
right?
And cleansing the pores and things like that.
Yeah, very soothing and refreshing as well. And again, as you mentioned, a lot of people who have like sensitive, reactive skin, there's very minimal, like that's it. Like, I mean, you look at the ingredients and it's water and the rose flower and that's it.
Yeah.
So,
and it really is a testament to the line for the fact that it's been around for so long and it really does use really great ingredients and really therapeutic, right? So in addition to the castor oil, it's a tried and true brand. It's been around for so long and obviously it has really great benefits that we're excited to bring to more customers.
Yeah. And you talked about TikTok a bit.
Yes.
What did you see there?
Well, I went down the TikTok rabbit hole and everybody, all the influencers are loving the Rosewater toner, replacing it as like their facial fragrance and really utilizing that to elevate their skincare.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add as a special saying about the brand or... Yeah.
I think what's really great about this brand is that it's a full line, right? A lot of, I feel like skincare pieces have little elements of things, but this, like the Rosewater is their entire line. So it's not like you're going to find one item and then you're like, oh, now I got to go mix it with a different moisturizer or a different serum. Here you have the entire line through and through and your whole skincare regime can be tied together. So you want Rosewater? Well, you're going to get it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for walking us through the brand and highlighting some of the key benefits and features.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Cierra.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and send us your feedback at marketing@puritylife.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at PurityLifeLProductLP and myself at JD_girlpower.
And I'm at Erin G. Macklin. And make sure to tune in next week. We're going to be interviewing Linda Biggs from Joni Period Care.
Oh, that'll be fun.